1 in 3 U.S. adults is obese, according to a study, but there's something in this study that actually might surprise you. 1 in 3 American adults is obese, according to a recent study released according to U.S. data. This, surprisingly, has actually stayed the same in recent years. There's always this kind of idea that obesity is on the rise in the United States, and while child obesity numbers do seem to be creeping up, it actually is not ending up with more obese adults. So it seems some of them are just getting started earlier, which is probably less healthy, but the actual rate of obesity among adults has been holding steady for the last few years.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, in a lot of ways, we have been going through a bit of a health renaissance, right? With all the food crazes, the exercise and everything.
It's two different worlds, though. There's been that health renaissance, and the people like Lewis who get coconut pulp drinks, and he's drinking kombucha, which he says is completely disgusting, but he's just drinking it because he read somewhere that it's healthy, and he's got raw cereal bars. I mean, it's incredible the stuff you bring into the studio, right?
Yes, it's pretty incredible.
So you have that side of things. And, you know, I try to eat healthy also. I'm very aware of diet and nutrition and that type of thing, and many people are. But just because the kind of hipster foodie health food craze exists, there is also the fast food obsession with bigger and bigger sodas and people needing to have, you know, the 108-gallon soda with them all the time.
Right. Well, this renaissance, I would say, is more just awareness. And I think the vast majority of the people who are downing these 2-liter sodas,
right,
and you know, 10 Whoppers or whatever they're doing, a lot of them are perfectly aware of what they're doing to their bodies. They just don't care.
Right. Well, it seems like it's possible Americans may be as heavy as they're going to get. Women haven't gotten any more obese since 1999, and men haven't gotten any more obese since 2003. And it's incredible because if you just do look at kind of anecdotal coverage of obesity, people get the impression it's just worse every single year, and the evidence just isn't that way.
Right.
Are you still on fast food, or what's the story?
I cannot remember the last time I went into a fast food restaurant.
Well, what counts as fast food, I think, is the question.
I mean, I can't think of any. I mean, there haven't been anything from McDonald's to Burger King to KFC, Taco Bell, or even Boston Market or anything like that.
Boston Market's a tricky one because people think that it's actually good, but it's basically just as bad. Yeah, my claim to fame,
it's Subway, though. I do eat Subway from time to time just because it's convenient.
Is that right?
Yeah.
And I mean, Subway is fast food, right, guys? It's just the reality.
I mean, it's fast and it's also pretty bad.
You disagree?
No, I don't think it's good food, but it's definitely not nearly as unhealthy as like McDonald's or any of those places.
Right. What do you get? Like a meatball parmesan?
No, I just get like usually a turkey sub.
Turkey.
Yeah.
You know those cold cuts.
Processed.
A lot of nitrates in there.
Well, like I said, I don't do it often.
Right. Yeah, my claim to fame is my only claim to fame, really. Obviously, this show is not my claim to fame. My claim to fame is actually I haven't been to McDonald's since I was 15 years old.
And you used to be McDonald's crazy. You wouldn't go to any other fast food place.
That's not true.
Yes, it is.
I didn't even have a car. I couldn't go to any place. I had nothing. I had my bike.
I mean when we were really young. You refused to go. David refused to go to Burger King.
Honestly, I can't tell if this is even for real.
No, this is real. You refused to go to Burger King. You hated Burger King. You would only go to McDonald's.
I used to like
something
Wendy's.
about the buns.
The buns.
Yeah,
I seem concerned with buns.
You hated the buns. I'm not making this up. You refused to go to Burger King because I preferred Burger King.
You know, I used to kind of be into Wendy's chicken nuggets, and then once I found out about the whole thing with processed chicken and that it's almost like just kind of like a chicken paste that has been congealed with breading around it, I was so grossed out by that. I mean, honestly, if I stay away from, like, Food Inc. is the most I can really tolerate, and even that was a little bit of a stretch. If I actually saw more graphic slaughterhouse-type videos, I might stop eating meat altogether. I mean, I feel like it's only by chance that that hasn't happened.
Well, there aren't many of the major slaughterhouses around here, that's for sure.
No. But there's plenty of internet access around here with videos on the internet.
True. I bet those companies are trying very hard to keep cameras out of their facilities.
Oh, no question about it. That's why anytime you see one of those food documentaries, there's rarely ever actual footage unless it's like weird handheld hidden camera type stuff of the really bad facilities. Because that's the last thing. The last thing anybody who's selling you meat wants, with the exception of kind of local or organic farmers, is you knowing what's going on in the preparation. That's the last thing they need at all.
Absolutely.